What's going on, everybody? My name is Kells and I smell really good. And today's going to be a very interesting, unique, and different video, guys. Some of y'all might not be interested in this, some of you might. So we're going to talk about fragrances that I'm going to wear in this springtime. Spring starting, it's pretty much spring now. We're also going to be talking about the March Madness bracket. And see, if you don't know me, I'm a big college basketball fan, but we're going to get right into it. So yeah, guys, this might be a little bit longer of a video. I'm going to talk about the March Madness bracket, and I'm also going to talk about some fragrances that I'm looking forward to wearing in this spring. So yeah, we're going to get right into it. But before we do, if you like fragrance content, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell so you're notified when I release content. Usually not going to make sports stuff, but you know, this is my favorite time of year. For those of you who don't know, I'm a huge college basketball junkie, and obviously I'm a Kentucky fan. Before we get into the bracket, I'll say one fragrance that I'm excited to wear is Cedra Boise from Mancera. I absolutely just love this one, man. Well, the atomizer's really amazing, but it's kind of messed up, I feel like. Yeah, I love this stuff, man. It's like a fruity, smoked, leathery Fruit Loops. I don't know. It smells kind of like a Ventus, but not at the same time. It's its own thing. The best way I describe it is like smoky Fruit Loops. So, very excited to wear this one. I absolutely adore it. I don't wear it enough. Performs pretty damn good. Just a great one. Cedra Boise. So guys, we're gonna start with Auburn against Alabama State. Oh, okay. Auburn against Alabama State. Obviously, I'm gonna take Auburn there. Okay. Then we have Louisville and Creighton. So these games are actually in Lexington, Kentucky, at Rupp Arena, where my Cats play at. And Louisville's only like an hour away from there, so if that. So I'm going to go with Louisville in that one over Creighton. Then we have Michigan and UC San Diego. I know a lot of people are picking the upset there. I'm going to go with Michigan. Then we have Texas A&M and Yale. Another one. A lot of people are picking the upset there, but I'm going to have to go with A&M. I think there's too many people picking that upset, so I'm going to have to go with that one. We have Ole Miss and San Diego State, or Ole Miss and North Carolina. I picked Ole Miss. I know North Carolina played ridiculous last night against San Diego State. They beat them. They were winning by like 40 plus, but I'm still going to go with Ole Miss. I mean, they play in the SEC. I've seen them play. They're pretty good, so. Got Iowa State and Lipscomb. Man, I'll tell you what, I was real close to picking an upset here. I know I've watched Lipscomb play. They're not terrible. Iowa State, I don't really buy them. I haven't really bought them all year, and they're missing one of their best players for the tournament. So I'm gonna go with the upset, man. I'm gonna pick Lipscomb here. I'm gonna pick Lipscomb. Then we got New Mexico and Marquette. I think I'll go with Marquette there. I know everyone's picking New Mexico. I think I'm still going to roll with Marquette. Then we got Michigan State and Bryant. I'm going Michigan State. Got Florida, Norfolk State. I'm going Florida. We got UConn, Oklahoma. I'm going to go UConn. We got Colorado State and Maryland. I'm going to go Maryland, my bad. We got Memphis and Colorado State. I'm going to go Memphis. And then we got Maryland and Grand Canyon. That's another one. I could see an upset there. I could see an upset with that one, honestly, but I think I'm going to go with Maryland. Then we have Mizzou and Drake. I'm going Mizzou. A lot of people picking that upset too. It's not happening in my opinion. Texas Tech and UNC Wilmington. I'm going Texas Tech. Kansas and Arkansas. It's a tough one, but I'm going to go Kansas, I think. St. John's and Omaha. We're going St. John's. Move over to the other side. We got Duke And the winner of tonight's game between American and Mount St. Mary's, it doesn't matter. Duke's going to win. Then we got Mississippi State and Baylor. I'm going to go Mississippi State. I think Baylor's not very good. Everybody's picking Baylor. I've watched Baylor play a lot. They're not very good. And Mississippi State is good, and they play in the SEC. Oregon and Liberty. I'm going Oregon. Arizona and Akron. Guys, I don't believe in Arizona. I'm going to go with Akron here. Akron's a good team. They have a high-powered offense. Their coach used to be a high-major coach. I can just see Akron getting the upset there. BYU and VCU, I'm going BYU. BYU's a solid team. Wisconsin and Montana, I'm going Wisconsin. Vanderbilt and St. Mary's. A lot of people picking St. Mary's. I'm picking Vanderbilt. Once again, tried and tested in the SEC. They've won some big games. They beat Kentucky. They beat Tennessee. I'm going Vanderbilt. St. Mary's don't play nobody. Then we have Alabama, Robert Morris. I'm going to go Alabama. Houston and Suey. I'm going Houston. Gonzaga, Georgia. I'm going Gonzaga. Clemson and McNeese. I'm going to go Clemson. I know that's a trendy upset pick, but I'm going to go Clemson. And then we have Purdue and High Point. I'm going Purdue. Texas, Xavier versus Illinois. I'm going to go Illinois, personally. And here we go, Kentucky and Troy. Don't do it to us this year. Come on, Cats. Don't do it to us this year, man. I'm going to go Kentucky. And then we have UCLA and Utah State. Or, my bad. UCLA and Utah State. I'm going to go Utah State. And then we got Tennessee and Wofford. I'm going to go Tennessee. Okay, we'll get to the rest here in a second, but I'm going to talk about another fragrance that I'm extremely excited to be wearing, and it is Argos Dene. Once again, guys, this could very well be my favorite fragrance in my collection. I'm to the point now where I don't really have a favorite fragrance. I just have so many that I adore. This is just a very smooth, woodsy, cashmerean, citrusy fragrance, man, and it's just elegant. It's done perfectly. It smells absolutely just unique and beautiful. And I only have a 30 ml bottle, but they better not discontinue this, Argos. If you're listening to this, do not discontinue this. This is like your best fragrance easily, and this is a top 5 fragrance in my collection, so I can't wait to wear this one. That's Dene. Then another one I wanted to talk about real quick. I have not worn this much yet, and I've had it now for over a month. It's Ajal from the Spirit of Dubai, man. It's just a beautiful fragrance. It's going to be perfect for the spring and summer. It smells so good. There's nothing that smells like this. I promise you've never smelled anything like this. It has millions of notes in it, but it has like plums, all kinds of citruses, grapefruit, bergamot, lemon, water notes, rain notes. It smells like you're walking through a tropical rainforest, kind of. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a great performer, and it's just pure luxury, man. It really is. I love it. It's going to be amazing in this hot weather. Let's get back to the bracket, guys, and then we're going to go back to the fragrances. That's how we're going to do it. Then in the second round, we have Auburn versus Louisville in Lexington, Kentucky. Man, that's going to be a dogfight in my opinion, but I do think Auburn will come out with the win. A lot of people are doubting Auburn, which I think is funny because they were the best team all year long. They lost a couple games at the end. Now everybody thinks they're not going to do anything. I disagree. I think they're gonna make it far. Then I got Michigan and Texas A&M. I'm gonna pick Michigan here. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna pick Michigan here. Got Ole Miss and Lipscomb. I'm gonna go Ole Miss. Got Memphis and Michigan State. I'm gonna go Michigan State. Florida and UConn. I'm gonna go Florida. My bad. I messed up. I said Memphis earlier. I meant to say Marquette. I'm gonna go Michigan State though. Florida and UConn. I'm going Florida. Memphis, Maryland. I'm going Maryland. Mizzou and Texas Tech. I'm gonna go Texas Tech. Kansas and Arkansas. Or my bad. Kansas and St. John's. St. John's. Then we got Duke, Mississippi State. Duke's gonna be too much for them. Oregon and Akron. I'm going to go Oregon. BYU, Wisconsin. That's kind of a tough one, man. I'm not going to lie to you. That's a tough one. I think I'll pick BYU. Then we have Vanderbilt, Alabama. I'm going to pick Bama, Houston, and Gonzaga. It's going to make a lot of people mad. I think I'm going to go Gonzaga. Seriously. It probably won't happen, but Gonzaga, man, they're a talented team. They got shooters. They got a great point guard. They got good bigs. So I can see it happening personally. Clemson and Purdue, Clemson and Purdue. I'm going to go Clemson. Then we got Illinois and Kentucky. I'm actually a little worried about this game. I'm not going to lie to you. Illinois have a lot of talent. A lot of shooters when they're hitting shots. They're pretty dangerous. A lot of size. I do worry a little bit about Illinois, but I do got my Cats moving on. Then we have Utah State and Tennessee. I'm going Tennessee. Okay, now I'm going to get back to the fragrances. So here's another fragrance that I got in recently, and I absolutely adore it. I think it's an amazing fragrance. It doesn't get talked about too much, but people definitely know about it. It's Xerjoff Oud Overdose, and I did get a half full bottle, so I don't have much. But this is another great fragrance. It kind of reminds me of Danae, not because it smells the same, but it's a similar type of fragrance to me. It's just a nice, smooth, like citrus, woods, creamy. It smells luxury. It smells great. It's just right up my alley, man. I don't know. I love these type of fragrances. They just smell elegant. They smell like money, and it's one of those. It's not a super beast mode fragrance, but it definitely is there. It'll stay on your skin. You'll be picking up whiffs of it throughout the day. It's a gorgeous one. I'm really glad I picked it up. I totally blind bought it, but I'm very happy I did. This is going to be getting a lot of wear. Another one I'm excited about wearing is Mont Blanc Explorer Platinum. It's a great one. I only have a 30 ml, but man, it's the best version of the Santal 33 DNA in my opinion. It just smells like the better version of that fragrance. It's better than the 1 million gold. It's really good, man. It's got this sweet, it kind of smells like the Santal 33, like the sandalwood and stuff, but it's got like this designer bubblegumminess to it. And it tones down some of that harsh, stuff from the original Santal 33. It's just so good. It has like a coconutty kind of vibe going on with it too. I think it's the best Mont Blanc fragrance, honestly, other than like Legend Spirit. This one, it's beast mode too. I'm telling you, for me, it may not be beast mode for everybody, but for me, man, it performs super duper good off my skin. So that's Mont Blanc Explorer Platinum. Got 3 more we'll talk about, but let's get back to the bracket. Then we have Auburn and Michigan. I'm going Auburn, okay? We have Ole Miss and Michigan State. I'm going to go Michigan State. Florida and Maryland. I'm going to go Florida. Then we have Tech and St. John's. I'm going St. John's. We got Duke and Oregon. I'm going to go Duke. Too much for Oregon. BYU and Alabama. I'm going to go Alabama. Zaga and Clemson. I'm going to go Zags. So we got Zags going to the Elite Eight. And then Kentucky and Tennessee. We beat them twice. I think we can beat them again. It's going to be tough, but I think we can get them again. Kentucky going to the Elite Eight. Then, you know what? We're going to go back to the fragrances. We're going to talk about one. So here's a fragrance I actually just got yesterday, and I'm excited about it. I'm going to be showing it some love this spring. Very good designer fragrance. It's Nuit d'Issy from Issey Miyake. This is like a earthy, bubblegummy, sweet, dark but fresh type of fragrance, if that makes any sense. It smells great. It really does smell like bubblegum, especially right in the opening. I haven't spent a whole lot of time with it yet, so I can't really tell you about performance, but I did wear it yesterday. And I would say it's a moderate performer. It's definitely not super strong or anything like that. But it's going to be perfect in this weather coming up, especially the spring. Summer, I think it's maybe a little too heavy, but since it's not a super strong fragrance, I'd still wear it in the summer. It'll do just fine, but yeah. Nuit Dissy from Issey Miyake. I like this one. I need to get more into the house of Issey Miyake. Got two more to talk about, guys, but we're going to get done with this bracket real quick. Okay, so then in the Elite Eight, we have Auburn against Michigan State. That's a hard one. That really is a hard one. I'm going to go with Auburn, though. Florida and St. John's, that's another tough one. All these games are tough once you get this far. Florida and St. John's. Okay, so St. John's, an amazing defensive team. Rick Pitino, probably the best coach of all time. Against a young and upcoming coach in Todd Golden in the Florida Gators. They're absolutely on a tear. They're playing amazing. Man, I don't know. I could easily see St. John's winning this one, but I think I'm going to go with the Gators there. Then we got Duke and Alabama. Okay, so I'm actually going to pick Alabama to get the upset here. 2-1, not too much of an upset, but I think it's going to go down to the wire. I think Duke haven't been tested enough all year. We don't know how healthy Cooper Flag is, and I think they're going to slip up, no pun intended, against Alabama. So the Tide are going to pull that one out. Then we have Gonzaga and Kentucky in the Elite Eight. We beat the Zags early in the year. They had a big lead on us in the first half. We came all the way back, won the game in Seattle. I think we're going to do it again, baby. Let's go. Cats are going to beat the Zags in the Elite Eight. And then my Final Four is Kentucky, Alabama, Auburn, and Florida. It's an all-SEC Final Four. Is that really that surprising considering how the SEC has been the best conference? We have 14 teams in the tournament. I don't think it's that crazy. I know a lot of people are going to say Kentucky ain't making it that far. Hey, we probably won't, but I'm a Kentucky fan. I'm not going to pick against my team. So I'm going with my heart here. Got Kentucky and Bama in the Final Four. Bama's beat us 3 times this year. They're not beating us 4 times. Kentucky get the win. And then we got Auburn against Florida in the Final Four. I think Auburn pulls it out. And then we got a rematch in the championship game between Kentucky and Auburn. I think Kentucky pulls it out 87-81. Cats get number 9. And they're the national champions. Let's go. All right, guys. So I got 2 more fragrances. Wait. Yeah, 2 more fragrances to talk about before I get out of here. So here's another one. This one is called Summer Oud from Ahmed El Maghribi. And I don't know, man. It'll work for spring and summer. This is a heavy summer scent profile, though. It's kind of like an ombre nomad of the summer. It's got a nice leathery oud in there. It's not overly pungent, but it's definitely like it's a little rugged. Best way I would describe it, it's like a leathery type of oud. Let's put a little bit on my hand right here. Great atomizer, as with all these Ahmed El Maghribis. Man, it smells good though. It's got like some citruses in there and some oud. So, and some leathery oud, like I said. Leather oud citruses. It's unique. You're going to smell different than everybody. Nobody's wearing this type of stuff unless you're a fragrance enthusiast. Be different, guys, if you're watching this and you're just getting into fragrances, or if you're just a college basketball fan and you found my channel because of this. I am a fragrance channel, but go pick you up this, man. It's about $40. You'll smell different than everybody. It's going to perform really, really well. It's going to last all day. Very good value for the money. I don't know that I was going to say it really isn't beginner friendly though, so you might not like it if you're just getting into fragrances. Last but not least, guys, I've had this fragrance for a while now. It's discontinued, sadly, but Bulgari Man Black Cologne, you can still get it. But this is like a boozy summer fragrance, okay? It's got citruses in there and it has rum, okay? So it's got rum and citruses, some watery aquatic notes. It smells absolutely fantastic, like class and money, and It's so good, man. I don't wear it a lot because I don't want to run out of it, which I'm sure I never will. But what is it, a 60 ml? I will never sell this fragrance. Never. It's that good. It's like one of the better Bulgari fragrances I've personally tried. It's better than the Black Man Cologne. It's better than the Black... What am I trying to say? It's better than Man in Black. This is better than Man in Black. This kind of smells like the summer version of Man in Black from Bulgari. Performance is moderate, but it'll perform pretty good for you. Spray a little heavier. I'm telling you, this is class, guys. Nothing smells like this either. Bulgari Man Black Cologne. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's different. I love March Madness. I'm a huge college basketball fan, and I'm so excited. So I wanted to do some. I wanted to just show you guys some more of my interests. Yes, this is a fragrance channel primarily, but I like to do a little bit of different stuff here and there. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'm doing a giveaway. Go check my short videos. I'm giving away this Offna 9 p.m. Rebel. All you have to do is comment who you think is going to win March Madness on the short, and you enter for a chance to win that, guys. I'm going to give it away. I'm going to be doing it within the next week, so go enter that giveaway and subscribe if you haven't already and you like fragrance content. If you want to keep smelling really good, make sure you keep tuning in.